lots of people in my church, in Bishop Briggs Community Church, have sponsored people from Rwanda in either different communities or through Comfort Babies. It was something that suddenly became apparent that actually that's something that I should do. It's something I had done years ago with a different programme, and I just decided, no, now is the right time. Now is the right time that I need to start sponsoring someone. What I hoped the sponsorship would achieve would be make a difference to someone's life in a remote community, and I wasn't necessarily going to have much engagement with that person, or I wasn't maybe going to have much kind of communication with them. But I decided early on in my kind of relationship with Aisha and with her baby who was to be born, Simbi, that I was going to start to write to her at the beginning of every month. So at the beginning of every month I would write a letter to Aisha, asking her how she was doing, telling her a little bit about me, enclosing some photographs. And then after maybe 4 or 5 months, Aisha started to write back, and we started to develop a friendship, and that was far more than I ever expected from the Comfort Babies programme with Comfort International. I've been kept informed about Aisha's progress through Aisha primarily, because I started that relationship with her initially, and she started to write back to me. Also, I get yearly reports from Comfort International and how Aisha is progressing. I'm thrilled to say that we're now at a stage where her baby is 2 years old, and Aisha is has started in January hairdressing college. She's only been there a couple of months, but she seems to be doing well. She's got her uniform, she's going with some other girls who are also on the Comfort Babies programme, and her life has totally turned around, has totally changed from where she was when I first got to know her. The difference I can see in Aisha since I first started to sponsor her and now is incredible. If I can show you a series of photographs. The photograph in the top, if you can see that, is Aisha, the very first photograph I got from her when she was on the Comfort Babies programme. She was pregnant unexpectedly. She'd been through a really, really traumatic situation. Her life as a 15-year-old girl wasn't where she thought it was going to be. And then as we kind of progress down, you see smiles. You see a completely different girl or young woman. She's now 18 with a 2-year-old daughter. And you see a completely different woman. You see her life being completely transformed. She's in a different place. She's now much more in ownership of her life and been able to, she sees a purpose in her life. She sees a purpose in where she's going to go in the future, with starting hairdressing college, making different friends, having a different relationship at home with her mum as well, which is fantastic. All of these things are huge progress, and there's a huge transformation in her life. And I've been a little bit of a part of that, but Comfort International has made a huge difference in Aisha's life and in Simbi's life, and I'm thrilled to have been a little bit of a part of that. I've never in the past had a desire to go to Africa, to visit the country, to do any kind of work out there, but when I started to support Aisha, something in me changed, because I built up a friendship with her. I knew about her, I knew about her life, and I decided that when the church was having a 2-week trip to Rwanda and to Kigali in particular, then we moved on to a different district, but in Kigali, I was able to actually meet Aisha. I've got some fantastic photographs and memories and videos of that initial meeting. I then went on to meet her another maybe 3 or 4 times, and our relationship again has deepened, which it's been lovely. She comes to me for advice. I'm very conscious that I'm not her mum, that her mum is also there to be able to advise her, but she asks me for my advice. She trusts me, and I'm what I like to hope is a strong Christian influence on her life. I'm able to give her some hopefully wise words, and she is growing into the most incredible young woman who I'm really proud of, who's bringing up a lovely little girl that I hope has a great hope in her future also. Being a sponsor isn't just a remote thing that I give money to, £25 a month, and that's it. Being a sponsor has brought me an incredible young woman into my life that I do term as a daughter, someone that I love and I respect and I admire. And I'm also conscious that the decisions she's got to make in her life are difficult decisions. It's a different culture, but she has brought me so much joy. She has brought me so much concern as well, because she's still going through difficult and challenging situations, and I pray into these situations for her and with her. We continue our relationship by letter, and that relationship is deepening. She is coming to me for more and more advice, and that brings me such joy.